Today's blog is entitled, What is Technology Doing to Our Cars? Had a brief conversation with a good friend of mine recently about self-driving cars and the thought of a vehicle doing everything for you. While they thought this could be the best thing since direct deposit, I would rather watch grass grow before letting a computer provide my transportation. Believe it or not, most people view cars as an appliance. Any technology that can make someone's day more convenient is more than likely a worthy investment. The price of progress. Automakers have been incorporating self-driving tech in cars little by little with every model year, making most features core components of modern vehicles. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and blind spot monitoring are just a few examples. These convenience features are undeniably nice to have on your daily commute and seem to be slowly turning into industry standards. In my opinion, the new tech in cars today are dulling the senses of the average driver. I wouldn't be surprised if the next generation of drivers were not even capable of backing up their cars without having a camera with sensors telling them how to park. If you notice, each example mentioned in this blog so far is taking an action away from the driver. While I agree that some conveniences are truly appreciated, I tend to think that the drivers will become the passenger at some point. That sounds like a nightmare in this car guy's world. Involvement, connection, sensation. These are three words that come to mind when I think about operating a vehicle. These words describe the enjoyment I experience when driving. The automotive advancements are directly impacting those three things, and that doesn't sit well with me. While I've been focusing on the more pedestrian advancements in modern cars, let's talk about performance technology. Let's face it, cars would be terrible if there was not innovation in the industry. We would all have 4 Model Ts in our driveways if that was the case. Launch control, dynamic suspensions, and dual clutch transmissions are a few innovations that have become commonplace these days. To be honest, I'm amazed at how fast cars have gotten this generation. Seeing rear-wheel drive cars with 0 to 60 times less than 3 seconds like the Corvette Z06, or production cars like the McLaren P1 outperforming racing spec cars from the factory. It is hard to imagine a Ford Focus RS mopping the floor of the supercar from the 90s, but technology has made that possible. I think it is great that cars are performing better than ever, as they should. My issue with some of this new tech is that cars are becoming less fun to drive. Even though older cars probably can't keep up with the new kids on the block, I would probably have more fun in an analog car from the 90s. Fast is still fun, but tech can definitely impact a car's fun factor. Cars are heavier, steering feel is more like icing on the cake, and the driving experience is becoming more isolated. Now, there are many different exceptions to this rule, but those exceptions are becoming a rare breed. Sometimes I feel like automakers care more about lap times than actually making a car enjoyable to drive. I praise modern day driver-focused cars, and I feel like 2016 has produced some real winners. The Mustang GT350, Focus RS, and any of the hardcore Porsches get my vote, GT4, 911R. Hopefully these cars impact the industry in a way that shows automakers that there is still a market for these types of cars. While technology advancements in the automotive world definitely have its drawbacks, from a car enthusiast perspective, I think we can all agree that excellent performance cars are still being produced. If we do get to a point where all new cars are driving themselves, that's okay. I'll just grab the keys to one of these modern day classics. Visit our website today at autoportspace.com for weekly blog content and automotive and tech, and I'll talk to you all next week.